Good afternoon, ma'am, and good afternoon, classmates. So, I'm Rizami and Namokatkat. I'm the one of discussing about revising Corazon Aquino speech, analyzing Corazon Aquino speech, and introduction. Cory Aquino. Corazon Aquino. Corazon Aquino functioned as a symbol of interruption of democracy on the overthrow of Marcos dictatorship in 1986. The Isa People Power Revolution nagpaindig siya diktatorya ni Ferdinand Marcos. Nailhan siya isip ka isa ka leader sa kalihukan tungod siya ang asawa ni Benigno Nino Aquino Jr. Cory was a easy figure of said reversion as a widow of slain Marcos Opistens and former Senator Benigno Nino Aquino Jr. Cory was hosted as the enthusiast of the director he imagined as a mourning widowed housewife who was always been in a shadow of her husband and relative, and no wala siya experience sa mga politics, was juxtaposed against Marcos' testimonyship, eloquence, charisma, and cunning political skill. Wala siya ng mga skills sa wala daw siya experience sa politika. Nevertheless, Cory was able to capture imaginations of the people na ay rights and freedom has long been compromised throughout the Marcos regime. This is confirmed the fact that Cory from the police hiding thereof. Ang family is nasa Tarlac, nag-own og vast estates of sugar plantation and was relatively occupied local and national government positions. We have example about Corazon Cory. Aquino began a symbol of democracy leadership during the 1986 Isa People Power Revolution. Millions of people naggather sa street of the protest against Ferdinand Marcos dictatorship, yet there was no violence. Unlike Marcos was fast military forced to stay in power, Cory Aquino nag-encourage siya peaceful resent because this is the word recognized sa Pilipinas nga ma-remove ang dictator without war or bloodshed. I have another example. Si Cory nag-despite siya no political experience, can the people nag-trust ang people as the widow Benigno Ninoy Aquino Jr. She was seen as the opposite of Marcos. While Marcos was known for his political skills, strong siya as a leadership, Cory was simple housewife and craving image. Mga Pilipino nagbilib sa iyaha because tungod kay they had suffered under Marcos' rule for years. Even she came from wealthy family, mga tao is nag-support sa iyaha tungod he was here as a leader who could bring back democracy and restore their rights.
So, thank you, Riza. So, My part is Aquino's speech, so I will not read all, but I will summarize it. So Corazon Aquino's speech highlighted the significance of 1986 People Power Revolution, a, a peaceful upswing in the Ferdinand Marcos dictatorship and stagnations of her husband. Ninoy Aquino in 1983 triggered nationwide to protest and damage Marcos' legitimacy. So, facing economic and political crisis, Marcos called for a snap elections in February 1986 to prove that his democratic standing, but the election was grilled in his favor. So, ni favor gyapon kang Marcos. Imbes ga nag-election otro para makuan, pero ni favor gyapon kang Marcos. So, and respond, people mobilize against the corrupt regime. So, nasuko ang mga tao and military officials Juan Ponce Real Enrile and Fidel V. Ramos withdrew their support from Marcos, leading to planned coup. However, with the call of Manila Archbishops Jaime Cardinal Sin and civilian populations gathered at TESDA and holistic demonstration. The overwhelming of presence of peaceful protest and transformed the coup into revolution, the forcing Marcos step down and paving the way of Aquino's presidency. So, this by this, so ang mga nag-support kang Marcos is ilahan ang gi-withdraw para mo-stop down gyud si Marcos. Kay di ba sa time ni Marcos is nag-war gyud siya, or si tawa na nag-war gyud ang time ni Ferdinand Marcos. So, gusto nila nga ipuli na ang Aquino. Kay nga naman, mas the best man si Aquino. So, gipang withdraw na ang support kang kuan para mag-step down na si Marcos.
So when Ninoy survived his first detention is gikasuhan din siya og murder, subversion, and other crimes. So subversion is people who attempt to weaken or destroy a political system or government. So on April 4, 1975, nag-announce si Aquino na mag-hunger strike siya or dili mokaon to protest the injustice of his military tribunal. So, Aquino fasted for 40 days and gadependre siya sa tubig, asin, medicine, and vitamins. Ninoy's death was the third and the last time Cory and their children lost Ninoy. So, Ninoy died on August 21, 1983 by assassination. In Cory's speech, she talks about how Ninoy's death inspired people to rise up and fight against fear. She talks about how the dictator called Ninoy a nobody. But in the end, many people showed how important Ninoy was.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Frite Kega, and I am the one who continue to discuss the revesting of Corazon Aquino's speech. So after the death of Ninoy, Cory attributed the peaceful Isa revolution to the martyrdom of Ninoy. She stated that the death of Ninoy sparked the revolution, and the responsibility of offering the democratic alternative had fallen in her shoulders. Cory introduced us to her democratic philosophy, which she claimed and she also acquired from Ninoy. She argued, I held fast I held fast to Ninoy's conviction that must be by the ways of democracy. I held out of participation in the 1984 election, the dictatorship called. Even if I knew it would be reached, I was warned by the lawyers of the opposition that I ran the grave risk of legitimizing the foregone results of elections that were clearly going to fraudulent. But I was not fighting for lawyers but for the peoples in whose intelligence and implicit faith. By the exercise of democracy, even if dictatorship, they would be prepared by they would be prepared for democracy when it came. And then also, it was the only way I knew by which we could measure our power even in the terms dictated by the dictatorship. The people the people vindicated me in an election shamefully marked by government, treachery, and fraud. The opposition swept the elections, garnering a clear majority of votes, even if they even if they ended up thanks for thanks to a corrupt commission on election with barely a third of the seats in parliament. Now I knew our power. So the speech of Cory Aquino kay kaning was an important event in the political and diplomatic history of the country tungod kay arguably cemented or kanang reasonable kay siya or justify nga argued gyud with reasons or evidence to discuss the legitimacy of the EDSA government in the internal era. So Cory's speech talked to her family background, especially sa iyang late husband nga si Ninoy Aquino, or the senator. Sa iyang speech is kinapakita niya ang vital event or kanang significant moment ka in shaping sa unsay na tabang ni Ninoy or sa situational event sa diplomatic history or else marking on crucial chapter in political history sa Pilipinas. So, kanang ang speech ni Cory Aquino is well-known siya sa nga event tungod kay because of Ninoy was served as the real leading figure kanang leading figure sa iyang opposition at that time and ended sa nimrag kaning tinud-anay gid siya nga nag-serve as sa time niya hangtod nga nahuman ang iyang term. So Ninoy has ability to speak or write fluent and has a charisma or his personal charm or iyang equality that maka-attract sa people and makig-compete gid siya sa dictatorship nga si Marcos or Ferdinand Marcos. So kaning the speech of Cory Aquino nag-talk about sa kaning kung sa kadugay sa pag-suffer ni Ninoy Aquino nga iyang late husband sa mga kamot sa dictatorship that he rested ka or kanang iyang ginapanindigan gyud or withstanding. So Cory Aquino's speech also acknowledged her late husband nga si Ninoy Aquino nga tinuod nga leader sa opposition during the oppressive regime or kanang political system or government of Ferdinand Marcos, the dictatorship. Cory talked about her miraculous victory through the people's struggle and continued talking about her earliest initiatives as the president of Restore Democracy. She stated that she intended to forge and draw reconciliation after a bloody and polarizing dictatorship. Cory emphasized the importance of the EDSA revolution in terms of being a limited that respect the life and freedom of every Filipino. She also boasted the restoration of a fully constitutional government, whose constitution gave utmost respect to the Bill of Rights. She reported to the U.S. Congress. As we restore by the ways of democracy, so are we completing the constitutional structures of our new democracy under a constitution that already gives full respect to the Bill of Rights. A jealously independent constitutional commission is completing its draft, which will be submitted later this year to a popular referendum. When it's approved, there will be election for both national and local positions. So within about a year from a peaceful but national upheaval that overturned a dictatorship, we shall have returned to full constitutional government. And after, Cory then proceed on her peace agenda with the existing communist insurgency, aggravated by the dictatorial and authoritarian measure of Ferdinand Marcos. She asserted, "My predecessor set aside democracy to save it from a communist insurgency that numbered less than 500. Unhampered by respect for human rights, we went at it with hammer and tongs. By the time he fled, that insurgency had grown to more than 16,000. I think there is a lesson here to be learned about trying to stifle a thing with a means by which it grows." Cory ended So after Cory ended her speech by thanking America for serving as home to her family, for what she referred as the 3 happiest years of our lives together. She enjoined America in building the Philippines as a new home for democracy and turning the country as a shining testament of our nation's commitment to freedom. Ninoy eloquence or his ability to speak and write in a fluent and charisma, his personal charm or quality that kanang ma-attract sa iya ang mga tao, ability to iyahang equality to attract people or kaning makig-compete siya very well sa dictatorship na si Ferdinand Marcos. So also the speech of Cory Aquino talk about how long Ninoy Aquino suffering in the hand of the dictatorship that rested or kanang iyang gipanindigan gyud ay ning withstanding. So there kina speech si Cory Aquino acknowledge po niya ang so in times of President Cory Aquino, she talk about her miraculous victory or through the people's struggles that continued, talking about her earliest initiatives as the president to kanang ibalik na niyang democracy, but to emphasize also the importance of its revolution in terms of being there limited that can respect the life and freedom or kaning kagawasan sa every Filipino. And she also was the restoration of constitutional government, whose gave utmost respect to the Bill of Rights. Then after she reported it to the United States Congress. After and when Cory ended her speech, they also thanks by sa kaning America for serving as home to sa iyang family, referred to as the 3 happiest years of their lives. Then she enjoined the building Philippines as a new home, democracy, and turning to the country a shining testament of the two nations, the commitment to freedom. And that's all. Thank you. And the next is analysis of Corazon Aquino's speech, and it will be discussed by Sarah Lansayan.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ma'am. Today, I'm going to discuss about the analysis of Cory Aquino's speech. Summary lang na. Cory Aquino's speech was an important moment in country's history. I'd have to prove its government legitimacy to the world. And also, she talked about her family and especially to her late husband nga si Ninoy Aquino, who was a key leader to the opposition. Ninoy's bravery and strong voice made him powerful figure against Marcos. So, in her speech, Cory shared how Ninoy suffered under the dictatorship. Even when she talked about her new government, but she going back to Ninoy's values and sacrifices. By linking the revolution to Ninoy's date, she showed how his legacy became a symbol to the country's fight for freedom. So, ang speech ni Cory Aquino is nakahatag or kaning naka-inspire sa mga tao nga to force them fight for freedom, and also kaning nagpakita ang kaning ang tinuod nga leader is ga-focus siya helping people rather than seeking for personal benefit. That's all. Thank you.
The ideology and principle. Corazon Cory Aquino's later focus on restoring democracy in the Filipino after the death of Ferdinand Marcos. She made it clear nag-made siya og clear sa mga government na was different from Marcos. Nag-support siya a new democratic constitution. This constitution na-create siya by independent from group, ensuring that makaprotek siya sa rights and rights and freedoms of sa mga Pilipino nga people, unlike Marcos' role which was marked oppression and dictatorship. Aquino also nag-wanted siya unity sa mga mag-iusa ang mga country after years of political divisions. One of the major problems she faced was a growing communist insurgency which had was because of corruptions and harsh policies of Marcos government. Instead, nag-using siya og military force like Marcos did. Si Aquino nag-believe siya peaceful solution. She wanted an integrated community rebels into society rather than fight them in a war. Nag-show siya as a commitment to democracy, resolutions, and nag-finding siya peaceful solutions instead of resorting of violence. I have example here. Corazon Aquino nag-comment siya to democracy and peace was approach to dealing with the communities insurgency unlike Ferdinand Marcos, who used military force to suppress rebels. Si Aquino nag-believe siya peaceful litigation. She na-create siya og program na maka-allowed farmer rebels to return and live normal lives. Nakakuan siya og tarong nga panimuyo. Nagsupo siya as a here government prioritize regulation and maka solution sa peaceful instead of war and violence.
So, Corazon Aquino is the successful or peaceful Tisda revolutions that martyrdom for her husband Ninoy Aquino that believed that her associations in 1983 awakened the Filipino and inspired them to stand against dictatorships. She saw that her responsibility to continue Filipinos' fight by offering democratic alternative to Marcos authoritarian rule. So, this time, Corazon proved that her speech have empowered or believe or inspired the people or awake, nagmatag yun ang mga tao nga dili na din maayo ang time ni Marcos. And her speech, Aquino emphasized that here strong believe his democracy. So, despite her knowing that 1984 parliamentary elections were rigged, she warned that her joining her elections might be legitimacies of result, but he prioritized the will of the people he trusted and her intelligence, and believed that exceeding democracy and even under dictatorships would prepare them for true democracy. So, this time, so na kuan yun na ihang pagtanaw is ihag yung na-empower na prove yun ni Aquino that people were ready to democracy and had empowered to reclaim it. So, populated that options that still majority of the votes. This empowered that Aquino's people are ready. So, this time, nadaog na dayon si Aquino.